What do I think of when I think of the number 12?
Give me 12! 12!
Number 12 is in the house!
Number 12, giving it everything he has.
12 has magic attached to it. Absolutely true.
It is the receiver. 9.
What do we got? 39. Getting us 7 points here.
All 6 of you work your tail off.
5 seconds left. 4, you dreaming? 3, 4. Number 3.
Evidently 2 pressure 2 weeks.
1.
The magical number right now is
12! 12!
In football, players' identities are tied to their numbers, and no digit has more prestige than 12. Although wide receivers can wear 12, our list features the guys who get them the ball.
You can't have single digits in my mind and be a quarterback. And number 12 looks like I'm in charge. Something about the 1 next to the 2, it just looks balanced.
You can't take anything away from 12.
12s are leaders, and you can't find many better leaders than this group of guys.
Once again, number 12 coming up big.
14 Super Bowls have been won by quarterbacks wearing 12.
A lot of iconic moments in the NFL. Right at the center of the spotlight is somebody wearing the number 12.
But championship victories aren't the only reason a player makes our list.
You should be able to do things that other normal humans can't do now.
Thanks for telling me.
Think of somebody who is going to rip off their jersey.
all right. We're number 12.
And have an S on their chest, and it stands for swagger. Swag. That's what a number 12 has.
You know I look sweet.
He walks onto the football field and has a je ne sais quoi.
The liberal arts have their place, but this show is all about the numbers. So we turn to a numerologist to get to the meaning of 12.
That number 12 has had power attached to it since the beginning of time. If you look at astrology, there are obviously 12 planets that we pull from. Chinese astrology, there are 12 symbols that we look at. And Christianity, the 12 apostles. You take the number 12 and you break it down. The 1 is ambition and drive. The number 2, I'm intuitive. It's about love and being loved. And then 1 + 2 is 3, and 3 means communication.
No. What?
The day you're born is significant. You take your full date of birth and reduce it to 1 digit, and that gives you your life path number, the most important number in your numerology.
The number 10, number 12 of all time, Andrew Luck.
His numerology fascinates me. His destiny number, which comes from his full birth certificate name, is the number 3. And he's wearing number 12. This is someone to keep your eye on.
Let's go, 12.
3s are known for their eyes, their smile, their voice.
Huddle up, let's go.
I'll bet money he's charismatic and likable.
Gotta be an all-day affair, fellas. Let's keep rolling, all right? I'm glad he's on my team.
Our number 10 player wearing 12 was born on, get this, September 12th.
The fact that he's born on the 12th day and wears the number 12 is perfect for him.
As the top overall pick of 2012, Andrew Luck was one of the most hyped rookies ever. He took over a team that was 2-14 in 2011.
You look at what happened to that franchise when Peyton Manning wasn't there. Then you bring in this rookie kid from Stanford.
Hang on now, fellas. Let's get a good one.
Pretty big shoes to fill. And I think Andrew Luck, he's got some potential.
Andrew Luck has now won more games as the first overall pick than any quarterback in NFL history.
Like a lot of other number 12s who I'm guessing are on this list, Luck has a knack for elevating his play in crucial moments.
Last play of the game, Luck rolling out.
And doing whatever he needs to do to move the sticks or light up the scoreboard.
Touchdown! Colts win! Colts win!
When you look at Andrew Luck, he picked that number 12. That to me signifies that he thinks he could be one of those great ones. I think Luck's well on his way.
The number 10 player wearing 12 on our list is by far the youngest, and his inclusion may be the most controversial.
I don't know who makes this list up and how they rank these guys.
I'm not paid to make those decisions.
I think it was a little premature after 1 year to put him on the greatest number 12s of all time.
If this was a list of neckbeards, Andrew Luck would be on it.
I had my clippers and I trimmed it down and I realized I didn't have any razors in my house. So I'm sorry, I would have shaved.
You guys are just riding the Andrew Luck train. I see how it is. He's the popular one. I get it.
Sure, Susanna, the best 12s are popular, but Luck's accomplishments earned him a spot on our list.
Unbelievable play by Andrew Luck.
The only quarterback in NFL history to be drafted first overall and then take that team to the playoffs.
It's been awesome seeing Andrew as a rookie.
When this airs as a rerun, it might be a little silly having Andrew Luck this low on the number 12 list.
Coming up,
Roger the Dodger building his thing.
which ultimate weapon was known as much for his legs as his arm?
I remember watching as a kid and thinking, he shouldn't be able to do that.
Our list is all QBs, but they're not the only impact players wearing 12. Marcus Colston took 12 into the Saints record books as the franchise's all-time touchdown leader.
And a touchdown, Marcus Colston.
Percy Harvin was one of the NFL's most dangerous players in Minnesota.
Percy at the 15. He eludes one tackle. Make it 2. Inside the 5. Touchdown! You can't stop Percy Harvin.
Traded to the Seahawks in 2013, Harvin switched numbers. Seattle's 12 is already taken by the full-throated fans known as the 12th man.
I am the 12th man. Yeah! So is she! Yeah! 12th man!
The 12th man, so valuable for the Seahawks.
Ravens fans cheered on their 12 in 2012 as Jacoby Jones had a postseason for the ages.
Jacoby Jones has it at the 20. Jacoby Jones! Touchdown! Ravens!
In Super Bowl 47, he scored 14 points to lead Baltimore to victory.
Mr. Long Distance has struck again! Woo-hoo!
After the season, Jones took his moves from the football field to the dance floor. Our number 9, number 12 also did great work away from the gridiron.
The number 9, number 12 of all time, John Brodie.
Well, I'm delighted that you guys put John Brodie on there.
I'm not sure if he belongs on the list.
17 years with the same team, 201 games.
Brodie never did ultimately win anything in football.
Brodie goes back to Parks, and the 6'2" end cooperates with a spectacular reception for a touchdown.
If you grew up in Northern California, John Brodie was the guy.
I wanted to wear 12 as a kid. To me, that was what a quarterback was, the big strapping guy who would stand back there and take the hit and throw that thing down the field.
Joe Montana is the greatest quarterback in San Francisco history, but you could make an argument that John Brodie's knocking on Steve Young's door for number 2.
Pissing me off. Just relax, man. Everything's under control.
Halfback out on 1. Ready, break.
In 1970, John Brodie became the first number 12 to be named league MVP, but his best season came in 1965 when he led the NFL with more than 3,100 passing yards and 30 touchdowns.
Brodie was revered on the one hand, but when we lost a big game, the quarterback is the guy that always takes the heat.
If you could take a number 12 jersey and do DNA testing to see which had the most beer stains on it, it would probably be John Brodie, because people used to throw beer in cans and bottles out of the stands at him at Kezar.
They had this big wire screen over the top of the tunnel, and I was standing next to John Brodie and said, "Hey, what's that chicken wire?" And he says, "You'll find out."
John Unitas' story. He and Brodie are walking off the field together at Kezar. Unitas says to Brodie, "Well, John, why do you still have your helmet on?" And about that time, a beer bottle comes crashing down, and it darn near hits Brodie in the helmet. He said, "That's why."
Brodie's second career involved a different kind of flying projectile.
John Brodie was a tremendous athlete. I mean, he could throw the football, but as a golfer, I mean, he was something special.
Think about that. Well, I've been one of the best players of my era in a really, really tough sport. Time for me to hang it up. Think I'll go be one of the best players in another sport.
And on the Senior PGA Tour, Brodie had, fittingly, 12 top 10 finishes.
I just wish John Brodie would have taken it to the next level on the Senior Tour and wore a number 12 jersey while he played. That would have been cool.
Brodie didn't wear number 12 on the links, but his connection to the magical number didn't end when his 49er career came to a close.
His son-in-law, Chris Chandler, also wore 12, who was another pretty good quarterback.
While our number 9, number 12 had a love-hate relationship with the fans, in the end, there was only love.
Late in his career, had a great moment
last regular season game to clinch the NFC West.
And I believe it was Steve Spurrier who wasn't getting it done.
And he came off the bench, scored 2 late touchdowns.
John back to pass. Has time. Throws for Witcher. Touchdown.
And the fans at Candlestick carried him on their shoulders in toward the locker room. That's the kind of hero that he had become late in his career.
There were a lot of great 12s when I was a kid, don't get me wrong, but John Brodie was my 12.
The number 8, number 12 of all time, Randall Cunningham.
He's playing quarterback himself now.
What number you wearing, man?
If you put 12 on, there's something like transformative about it.
This number right here. All right, we're number 12.
Almost like a superhero putting on his costume. Randall was amazing. I remember watching as a kid and thinking, he shouldn't be able to do that. No human being should be able to do what he can do.
I don't know how he did it. I think we're looking at Plastic Man.
Randall Cunningham might have been the most exciting number 12 that ever lived. You never knew what was going to happen on a week-to-week basis. To me, he deserves to be high on this list as one of the best number 12s.
Randall thing flattened at the 10, but throwing the ball to Giles for a touchdown.
I'll never forget that cover of Sports Illustrated, The Ultimate Weapon. I thought that kind of summed up what Randall Cunningham was. So even though he's not quite a Hall of Famer, I could see him on the list with the 12s.
Spectacular feats were commonplace for our number 8, number 12.
Wearing the number 12, Randall Cunningham in the Buffalo game.
This is a very big play for the Eagles. Cunningham is back. He's being trapped. He ducks under 3 men.
I remember him scrambling. I think he's still scrambling.
He's rolling. He's heaving it deep downfield.
He uncorks this unbelievable throw that you think, how could any human being possibly throw the ball that far?
Cunningham threw a Hail Mary for a 95-yard touchdown to Fred Barnett.
Cunningham had many superpowers bestowed upon him by the number 12, and he made good use of his X-ray vision in the Fog Bowl.
The fact that those guys made all those catches and the fact that Randall actually saw them in that fog is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in sport.
You can't even see the ball. Cunningham threw for over 400 yards in the Fog Bowl. While he never won a Super Bowl and never got to that level, if you talk to the nucleus of guys that were on that team, to a man, they believe that if the fog hadn't rolled in, that they would have won that game and gone on to the Super Bowl.
So if Randall was that special, why is he so low on our countdown? His greatest year came while wearing purple, not green, and with a different number on his back.
You can't turn your back on your one love, the number 12.
There's a certain something about number 12. You go to Minnesota, you go to number 7. I mean, you subtract 5 digits off of that jersey number, you've got to subtract 5 places off of this list.
Up next, find out which current number 12 sits at number 6, but someday might be number 1.
He's the best quarterback to ever play the game, and he should be number 1 on this list.
We're counting down the best number 12s in NFL history. But what about some other great 12s in the world of sports? Hockey Hall of Famer Yvon the Roadrunner Cournoyer wore 12 for the Canadiens from 1963 through 79. Before donning a suit and tie for the Lakers, Knicks, and Heat, Pat Riley sported 12 for the 1972 NBA champion Lakers. John Stockton, the NBA's all-time assist leader, wore 12 for 19 seasons in Utah. Many remember Roger Clemens as number 21, but the Rocket wore 12 for the Yankees in 1999. Three-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year Dwight Howard looks imposing in 12, as did all-time great Michael Jordan, at least for one game, when his jersey was stolen on Valentine's Day in 1990. We can't forget about our 37th president, Richard Nixon, was number 12 at Whittier College.
The number 7, number 12 of all time, Kenny the Snake Stabler.
We got a little problem here.
Number 7, did you say?
Number 7 on your list. We could do better.
What's the matter with you guys?
There's an anti-Raider conspiracy.
You look at the Hall of Fame, you look at the Raider players, you look at the games that we were jobbed on.
And there's a collision. It's caught out of the air.
the immaculate deception, as I call it. And I know a lot of people would say, George, you're crying over spilled milk. Well, I'm talking about facts.
Kenny Stabler being number 7 on your list, there's another immaculate deceptions going on around here.
When Stabler played, there was no term swag. But let's face it, Ken Stabler invented swag.
Our number 7 player who wore 12 had a colorful personality that qualified him to lead the 70s Raiders.
40 Renegades together, you know.
If you've got a smiley face sticker on your helmet, you deserve entry onto this list. Look at those sideburns. Look at that waving hair. He looks like a quarterback that should wear number 12.
He partied. He was a ladies' man. He could literally go drink a bottle of scotch and then show up and play a football game.
No matter where his exploits led him on Saturday night, he was always ready to play and win on Sunday.
The fact that he could play hungover was really impressive.
He actually has the 1 and the 2 in his birth numbers, let alone was he wearing the number 12. He's a 2 life path, and he's got a 1 attitude.
Tough guys are tough guys on the field, but football players are no different than anybody else.
He's got a lot of 2s in his chart, which means he's actually very sensitive.
They have feelings, and I've seen guys that are really hurt by not winning, and I've been one of them.
Check out the number of quarterbacks who wore 12. I guarantee you, Kenny Stabler should be ranked in the top 3 or 4. And this guy's won a Super Bowl.
Yasha Heifetz never played a violin with more dexterity than Kenny Stabler is playing the Minnesota Viking defense.
You look at the number of events that occurred as a result of the Raiders.
It's only fitting that players wearing 12 starred in some of the most memorable games in NFL history. And our number 7, number 12, won some of the wildest.
The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play.
One of the great nicknames, the Snake, because it really was like this serpentine, I'm sitting back, I'm moving.
There he is looking, he's under the gun.
Gotcha.
He
If you want to talk about Kenny Stabler and the ice through the veins type of thing.
He goes medium deep to Casper. Casper makes it over the shoulder catch.
Number 12, quarterbacks, that era, he's right at the top of that list.
The number 6 number 12 of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I might have him at number 1. I don't know who you got ahead of him.
He's at number 6, so you know there's a lot of guys on that list that are in the history books already. But there are very few, if any, that should be above him.
A clean-shaven Rodgers, then yes, he belongs at number 6 on the all-time 12s list. But if we're talking about the mustache Rodgers, I say move him down 8, 9, maybe even 10.
Aaron Rodgers leads all number 12s in completion percentage and quarterback rating, but our number 6 number 12's rise to stardom was anything but meteoric.
If you believe the saying, patience is a virtue, it pertains to Aaron Rodgers.
His whole birthday, when you reduce it to the life path number, it's the number 8. And 8s can sometimes be frustrated, like they learn the hard way.
He's had to learn to be patient, but every time that's occurred, whether it's high school, junior college, draft day, behind Brett, that served a purpose.
But here's what's beautiful. When you're an 8 life path and you keep your focus and you don't let it bother you, you win.
Extra effort and hustle today. Let's go dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate.
And like many players who are passed over, he was really driven to be successful.
There's some silver lining in all of that too, because the end result was terrific.
You know, Aaron, everyone loves it when a great player makes a comeback.
Yeah, well, not always. Some people wish, great players would just retire and stay retired.
12 is a fitting number for Rodgers because when all is said and done, he might have 3 times the accolades of his predecessor, number 4.
They're not going to know who to choose when the 2 careers are over as the greatest Packer quarterback ever, Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers. I love the guy.
Rodgers, like a lot of other star quarterbacks, does most of his damage before the snap.
It's going to be East right flop, 396 bag, 26 donkey replace Z puck. Is that long enough for you?
And again, that number 12 has done nothing but help him because he's got the 1 for that ambition and drive, but he also has the 2, which makes him a gentleman, a good guy. who's going to make a lot of money.
We don't know how many Super Bowls he may or may not have in him, but we do know this: he stays healthy, and he is going to put up some phenomenal numbers.
This guy should be number one. If you ask anybody, not who's the best winner, who's got the most rings, who's the best quarterback in football, it's Aaron Rodgers, and you'll ask 32 GMs, and I'm telling you, they'll all say if they're starting a team, they're going with Aaron Rodgers. He's the best quarterback to ever play the game, and he should be number one on this list. That's a bit much. Take that back. Aaron Rodgers is not the best player to ever play the game. I got excited.
12s have been known for their cool under fire. Up next, who was the captain of the last-minute rescue?
The guy had comeback win after comeback win late in the fourth quarter.
Eggs, donuts, months, apostles, beer, and great quarterbacks. All things that come in 12s. Let's recap our list of the NFL's top 12s.
Number 10, the Colts lock into a franchise QB.
The only quarterback to be drafted first overall and then take that team to the playoffs.
Number 9, the first great 49er field general.
There were a lot of great 12s when I was a kid, but John Brodie was my 12.
Number 8, Plastic Man's fantastic in Philadelphia.
Randall Cunningham, he might have been the most exciting number 12 that ever lived.
Number 7, was the Snake shafted?
I guarantee you, Kenny Stabler should be ranked in the top 3 or 4.
Number 6, Rodgers waits his turn.
The saying, patience is a virtue. It pertains to Aaron Rodgers.
And now, the number 5, number 12 of all time, Roger Staubach.
Number 5, that's it?
Number 5?
Would you believe it?
Wow. Total travesty to have Staubach at number 5.
Whoever makes this list up, I want to talk to you because we got some issues about this number 12.
All right, settle down. Roger Staubach passed for fewer yards and touchdowns than the 4 players who outrank him on our list. He has a good excuse. He entered the NFL late because of his Navy service time.
I miss football a great deal, yes I do.
Just think about what would have happened if he didn't miss 4 years. He was a great player and the ultimate competitor.
Number 12 is what they call in sports a gamer.
Well, the Cowboys need a miracle.
Pretty much invented the Hail Mary.
Roger takes the snap, pumps it once. He's going long. Down the near sideline for Drew Pearson. Pearson makes the catch at the 5. Touchdown!
He went to 4 Super Bowls.
Staubach drops back to pass.
1, 2.
Touchdown! Mike Ditka. There it is. The Cowboys are the champions.
Let's play together all day long. Let's go.
When you see number 12 in your mind, you see that white Dallas Cowboy jersey with the blue number 12 on it and Roger Staubach's name in the back.
It wasn't always so easy for Staubach. Early in his career, it was survival of the fittest.
Give my monkey a banana. The Darwin theory lives in Dallas.
We had a pretty good quarterback in Craig Morton who had been there and, had really played extremely well. And we actually rotated those guys in games and alternated calling plays between the two of them.
Staubach turned 12 into everyone's favorite number.
Until they told me I was going to be a lineman, I was like, why can't I wear 12?
When I was growing up, my favorite number was number 12, and it was because of Roger Staubach. He was Captain America for the Cowboys. He was what made the Cowboys America's team.
They are the Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
Staubach and 12 and clean. Those are kind of 3 things that go hand in hand in hand.
He did openly talk about his sexual life with Phyllis George.
I enjoy sex as much as Joe Namath. Only I do it with one girl.
I think that Staubach was a little more edgy than we like to give him credit for.
Like any superhero, our number 5, number 12 had other aliases, none more appropriate than Captain Comeback.
The Cowboys have come from behind.
Roger bleeping Staubach.
42 seconds left in the game.
Cut the heart out of Redskin fans time and time again.
Redskins by 6. Staubach throwing in the end zone. Tony Hill, touchdown!
He really did make everybody around him better by the sheer force of his personality and leadership.
If you're from Texas, number 12, you think Roger Staubach.
When I was in 2nd grade, I wanted to marry Roger Staubach. Well, I've told him that story, and he says, I could have been your father. And he laughs, you know, and he's told his wife about it, so that's pretty funny.
Most moms and grandmas could care less about quarterbacks, but everyone knew Roger Staubach. I mean, he should be the president of the United States. It's pretty obvious to me.
The number 4, number 12 of all time, Jim Kelly.
When you study the game, you know the quarterback is incredibly important. It must be an energy that is charismatic enough for us to be drawn to it.
Jim Kelly is another guy with great swagger, incredible confidence to wear number 12 and to do it basically his way.
What you got to do?
Jim Kelly and the Kagan offense. While they didn't invent the no-huddle, they perfected the no-huddle.
In the no-huddle offense, he throws long this time, and it is caught. He's on his way for a touchdown.
And the style that they played was so exciting.
They were the greatest show on turf before there was a greatest show on turf.
When he's wearing that number 12 jersey and they're going down the field, that's keeping people glued to the television.
He throws to the end zone. Brooks, touchdown.
So why is Kelly ranked ahead of Staubach? Captain America was one of the many great 12s of his era. Kelly was the top 12 of the 90s, running the decade's most prolific offense.
I think the NFL saw that, and they thought this is the kind of football we want to see. That's why all the rules are in favor of the offense, was eventually to set up an offense like the Buffalo Bills in Jim Kelly.
That number 12 has had power attached to it since the beginning of time.
Kelly was going to be a success no matter where he went or what system he was going to be in.
Everybody take care of their own assignment. We'll get this job done today, okay? Let's put it all together. Let's go.
I mean, Jim is the ultimate competitor.
You know, he had a linebacker mentality playing quarterback.
One of the great leaders at quarterback of all time.
Give me some time. Damn it, give me a little time. They're so wide open. Just give me a little time. And wanted the best out of not only himself, but his teammates.
It's unfortunate that we think of the Bills and Kelly as the guys that couldn't win it because they won the AFC 4 years in a row. That's remarkable. That's something we'll never see again.
And I think if Jim Kelly had won one Super Bowl, he'd be up a notch.
4 is pretty great. A pretty great spot to be in, given all the great number 12s.
But, you know, he's outranked by some guys who just managed to win. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, but, you know, you always think, why?
If he wins a Super Bowl, he's the best number 12 of all time.
We ain't done.
Nope, we have 3 more number 12s. Stay tuned to see which Super Bowl champion sparks the greatest debate.
He's the number 1 all-time number 12.
Let's get a top 10 list right now. Most overrated NFL quarterbacks in history. He's number 1.
When I look at number 12 and think about great players, Bob Greasy sure stick out in my mind.
Bob Greasy was an 8-time Pro Bowler whose number 12 was retired by the Dolphins. The Hall of Famer passed for more than 25,000 yards in 14 seasons.
How can you not rank Bob Greasy? I mean, come on, you're doing this thing with your eyes closed. Get your act together.
When Greasy puts his head in the huddle, he owns it. For his poise and intelligence work well within the Shula system.
What's Bob got to do? 2 Super Bowls.
The Dolphins have completed the greatest season in NFL history.
Aw, poor Bob. No love.
The Dolphins loved their perfect 72 team, but Greasy played in just 6 games that season. He was sidelined, but returned for Super Bowl 7.
Andrew Luck is on this list, and Bob Greasy is not. Wow, yeah, guys, come on.
Bob Greasy's not in his top 10. He's got to slide in there and slide Luck out.
Bob Greasy is probably going to wring my neck for saying this, but because Andrew Luck probably threw more times in one game than Bob Greasy threw in his entire playoff career.
In Super Bowl 8, Greasy did a lot of this.
Hands off to Zaka.
He attempted just 7 passes, but the Dolphins won their 2nd straight Super Bowl. Our number 3, number 12, called his shot 5 years earlier.
The number 3, number 12 of all time, Joe Namath.
Top 10 players who wore number 12.
Well, the first guy is Namath. That's the first guy that jumps in my mind.
Joe Namath's number 3? Nah.
There's only one number 12 in the history of the National Football League, and that is Joe Namath.
Namath? Are you kidding me? Oh, that fires me up. What did Namath
Namath won a game.
Sure, Namath may have the lowest QB rating of all our number 12s, but nobody has done more to popularize the number or the NFL.
Joe Namath is an 8 life path. And the 8 is a business-minded number. It's all about what's in it for me in terms of, hey, not only am I a football player, but what can I turn this into? Can I turn this into money?
Now, I don't wear pantyhose, but a beauty mist can make my legs look good. Imagine what they'll do for yours.
You know how at the Oscars, they ask you, what are you wearing? Oh, Tom Ford, Versace, whatever. Okay, what are you wearing? Nobody wore 12 better than Joe Namath.
When you say number 12 jersey, what I think of is a white jersey with green lettering.
No penalties, let's get a touchdown up there.
Many of the guys who came later wore number 12 because of him.
Joe Namath defined an era. Joe Namath changed eras. Football was black cleats and Johnny U and crew cuts. Joe Williott was long black hair, fur coats on the sidelines, white shoes. He's the guy that brought entertainment and the NFL together.
Here, this is sacrilegious to Jets fans because this is what they hang on to. Joe Namath was so overrated as a quarterback in number 12.
If you're a Jet fan and you're like me and you saw him play and you go back to 1965, his rookie year and all of that, this guy's the man. And so far, nobody has come close.
Just because you win a Super Bowl doesn't make you great.
What he did for football was wonderful, but Mark Sanchez has more playoff wins than Joe Namath.
He ran right to the back of Brandon Moore, fumbled the ball.
The most inconsistent up and down quarterback you'd ever want to find. He had some awful games. I mean, 5 and 6 interception games. Just puzzling how awful he could be sometimes.
He's got to be on the list. He just can't be this high on the list. The legend, the myth, the lore, cool. To be this high on the list, you have to deliver on the football field as well. And there was a lot of times where Namath just didn't do that.
I know we're going to win. I have that attitude. I feel that way, and it's not overconfidence thing. It's football sense.
Namath's guarantee and subsequent win in Super Bowl III were pivotal to the AFL-NFL merger and left us with one of the most iconic images in sports history.
He might not be the best player, but it's Joe Namath, and he won the Super Bowl against the Colts, one of the greatest games in the history of this league and one of the most important.
So how did we do ranking one of the most polarizing number 12s?
Number 3 is just about right, if not a little too high in my eyes.
Joe Namath should be number 1. He's the number 1 all-time number 12.
All those other quarterbacks are so much better than Joe Namath.
Joe Namath is number 12, period, end of story. There's no debate. Come on. He's 12.
Maybe I should hate Namath because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be a Jet fan. Maybe I'd be better off. I don't know.
3 of the number 12s already on our countdown were named most valuable players. Up next, which MVP comes up just short of the top spot?
I'm going to get agita.
Keeping track of all the 12s makes you want to bang your head into a wall.
Bang! Hits his head right into the cushion.
In his 15-year career, Gus Frerotte made 8 NFL stops and wore 12 for almost all of them.
He surprised number 12 because he took the job from Heath Schuler, who was the chosen one.
The number 12 has a familial bond.
It's time for Cousins to take over.
Actually, brothers, Luke and Josh McCown, both wore 12 at several of their stops around the NFL. But not all 12s had long careers.
As a rookie, he led the NFL in passing. Greg Cook could very well have been remembered or noted as the greatest quarterback of all time.
The Chiefs finally found a way to stop Greg Cook. They ruined his throwing arm.
Every franchise has its 12, but in the Pacific Northwest, only one player has ever worn it. This guy.
Reserve quarterback Sam Atkins, number 12.
The number was put away in 1984 to honor Seattle's fans, one of just 2 retired by the Seahawks. The old one, too, is still in use in Green Bay, and while wearing it, Lynn Dickey threw for 12,000 more yards than he did while wearing number 10.
He's the most underrated quarterback ever to wear the number 12. How is Lynn Dickey not on this list? I mean, seriously.
Another late bloomer who wore 12 had sustained success in Oakland.
Oh, next play, Rich, gonna do that? That's me.
Gannon led the Raiders to Super Bowl 37, but threw a record 5 interceptions as he and the Silver and Black were defeated. Our number 12, reached 4 Super Bowls and won them all.
The number 12 of all time, Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw is the greatest number 12 quarterback ever, bar none. Terry Bradshaw never lost a Super Bowl in his life.
Bradshaw is going to Swan, and Swan makes his circus catch.
2 Super Bowl MVPs, league MVP. How about that, huh? Twice led the league in touchdown passes.
There's a blonde bomber.
Bradshaw pumping, firing downfield. There goes Stallworth.
Our number 2 player scored many of his touchdowns with a big arm worthy of the number 12.
A perfect strike by Terry Bradshaw, and it's a touchdown for Pittsburgh.
At quarterback, number 12, Terry Bradshaw.
Good luck today, man.
Our number 12 hailed from Shreveport, and his southern drawl was just part of his unique persona.
Some people say that football teams are like a family. Would you agree with that?
Oh, I hate all these guys. I don't enjoy them at all.
He's a character. He's a Weisenheimer, good old boy, redneck. He was missing his front tooth.
Part of him liked the fact that he seemed dumber than he was. He liked the whole hillbilly type thing.
If that continues, that's going to be great. I can be anything with that image that I want to be, knowing deep down inside the joke's on you, it's not on me. I'm a whole lot smarter than you think I am.
He was a renegade. He was anti-establishment. If you're never gonna listen and you're gonna blow up all the rules, at least you got all the rocks to show for it.
Look, I think that Bradshaw deserves to be on this list for no other reason than his appearance in Cannonball Run in 1981. Because you're talking about A-list of A-list. Farrah Fawcett, Dom DeLuise, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. So if Bradshaw can appear in this, I think he deserves to be on the list.
Bird, if you're watching, talk to my agent about my next movie. Make it a Western.
The number 12 was magic for him. When you put a number on that's compatible to your energy, especially when it has to do with your destiny of who you are, you feel emboldened.
Giving Bradshaw a forum and a microphone is like giving Visine to a peeping Tom,
And now he's all about communication, which makes perfect sense in his numerology.
Ranked number 2, I wouldn't argue with that.
He is absolutely not the second greatest quarterback to ever wear the number 12. Terry Bradshaw was a good quarterback who played on a team with an amazing defense.
That is some kind of meat grinder that's rolling through the NFL.
Good running backs.
Franco Harris riding a white stallion and galloping off into the sunset.
And great wide receivers. Teams win games.
Well, Aaron, although Bradshaw had plenty of talent around him, our number 2 player wearing 12 was the straw that stirred the Steelers' drink.
Bradshaw firing for Cunningham, a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Bradshaw was smart enough to realize he could use all those weapons to his advantage. They only have 5 guys up the line of scrimmage. I'm going to give the ball to Franco Harris, who's going to run for 20 yards.
They were looking for the pass. Bradshaw called it perfectly, a draw play.
When you go 4-0 in Super Bowls and make it to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I mean, it was fun. What a ride.
Number 2, yeah, you could make an argument for him at number 2, if not number 1.
So if none of these guys are our number 1 player to ever wear number 12, who is?
The world is his oyster. The number 12 is playing a part in this. There's nothing he can't have.
One may be the loneliest number, but not when there's a 2 next to it.
You look at them numbers.
Let's glance back at the list so far.
Number 10, the Horseshoes Lucky 12 got them back in the playoffs.
Andrew Luck, he's got some potential.
Number 9, the City by the Bay's love affair with 12.
John Brody was my 12. To me, that was what a quarterback was.
Number 8, the ultimate weapon in Kelly Green.
I remember watching as a kid and thinking, no human being should be able to do what he can do.
I don't know how he did it.
Number Number 7. Stabler snaked his way into history.
Ken Stabler invented swag. If you've got a smiley face sticker on your helmet, you deserve entry onto this list.
Number 6. No need to double check Aaron Rodgers on this list.
He's the best quarterback to ever play the game. Take that back. I got excited.
Number 5. Captain America was everyone's heartthrob.
When I was growing up, my favorite number was number 12 because of Roger Staubach.
Number 4. Buffalo's 12 made the K-Gun must-see TV.
When he's going down the field, that's keeping people glued to the television.
Number 3. A fur coat, a Fu Manchu, and a guarantee. Yup, that's Namath.
Joe Namath is number 12. End of story.
Number 2. Bradshaw, smart like a fox.
You like the fact that he seemed dumber than he was.
And now, the number 1, number 12 of all time, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is without a doubt the best number 12 ever. I don't think it's really that close.
Whatever number Brady wears, that's the number you want your quarterback wearing. He's the standard setter.
Tom Brady's your number 1, and Terry Bradshaw's number 2 is an insult.
He's got the whole package. He's got championships. He's got great numbers. As good as Terry Bradshaw was, if I were looking at who would I want to quarterback my team, I don't think there's any doubt it would be Tom Brady.
But at one point, many doubted our number 1, number 12 would ever step foot on an NFL field.
Tom Brady's life story begins once upon a time and is written in calligraphy.
It's a fascinating story because here's a guy that was a long shot.
This is the draft report on you. Basically, it goes poor build, skinny,
can't drive the ball downfield.
System-type player who can get exposed if forced to add lift.
That kind of gets me fired up because I'm thinking, what the hell do these people know?
Brady is proof that whatever system you set up, you cannot always be sure that the measurables are going to tell you exactly what you have.
Gotta work harder! Gotta do more!
You start to question all the evaluations. What did we miss? We learned that what he doesn't have in terms of measurables may not be as important as we all think.
I like sticks. Okay. I like double seam. I like 10 seam.
But his work ethic in terms of mental preparation and film and study in the cerebral part of the game are what has made him.
To accompany his 3 Super Bowl championships, Brady leads all number 12s in passing yards, touchdowns, and winning percentage.
Brady, back to throw, fires, spin, touchdown.
What's underappreciated about Brady is he has had major success in a multitude of different systems. He's done a wider variety of things that don't show up on paper than any quarterback who's played the game in this era.
Tom Brady reads defenses better than any quarterback I know right now.
And he is that type of quarterback that stands the test of time. Tom Brady would be great in 1963, every bit as much as he is in 2013.
There will never be another one of him that could just stand up there upright and just carve you up. The way that he does is spectacular.
And just like that, a 2-play, 72-yard drive.
Call me when Tom Brady wins his 4th Super Bowl.
He hasn't won a Super Bowl in a long, long time, people. You can't go like almost a decade without winning a Super Bowl and say you're a great quarterback.
Brady should be like number 5. He should be out there with the guy from Green Bay.
Let's say David Tyree doesn't make that catch, or Wes Welker does make that catch 5 years later. Tom Brady's got 4 or 5 rings. Did he lose those games due to anything that has to do with Tom Brady? No.
Like many of the 12s on our list, Brady transcends the gridiron, demanding as much attention in the media as he does in the huddle.
Championship play right here, fellas.
You can talk to any player who plays with the Patriots. He is the undisputed leader of that team. They all follow him.
Hey, rise up! Hey, take it to another level, all right?
And they're going to be right there again. They're going to be knocking on the door again. His job is not yet done.
The one thing I don't like is ranking a guy number 1 in anything before his career is done. Let's let the guy retire, and then we can sift through his career. But look, Brady wins at everything in life anyway, so let him win this list as well.
Number 12 is it. It's a number that in a lot of iconic moments, the image that you think of is a guy wearing number 12. Terry Bradshaw coming off the field after throwing a touchdown pass. The only perfect team we've seen is the 72 Dolphins, quarterbacked by number 12, Roger Staubach. The Hail Mary pass, Joe Namath, 12. I mean, all of these sort of moments in football history, right at the heart of it is somebody wearing the number 12.